Hi, everybody, and hi to my very special friend, Jenifer.
Hello, Nealay.
I'm so glad to have you here. We did this a while back. You were with Kelly Sutton, but we
hmm
haven't been officially on a one-on-one beat date.
No, we haven't. And I cannot thank you enough for having me along. You have a whole week's worth of friends on your channel, and this
Yeah.
is fun.
I unofficially called it my friends and family week, I think, just behind the
Mhm.
scenes. But
Mhm.
yeah, we were kind of talking earlier, and I kind of just have done the tutorial straightforward without um, too much collaboration. So I think this week I kind of swung hard the other side and I was like, I'm just going to do collaborations and gathered up what friends were available and wanted to hang out with me and just, I don't know, kick it, have some fun, do a little beading and get to know you guys a little better.
Mhm.
I feel like I talk to you a lot, but it's always about beating and like I kind of
Mhm.
want to know more about you. Who is the Jenifer?
Well, the Jennifer is a grandma, a mom, a wife, and I have a day job. So I work during the day. You and I have talked about day jobs. And so this is my lunch hour, which is kind of cool because who doesn't want to sit here and be with Nealay Patel on their lunch hour with your friends in the chat too? I see Lori and Sarah and Stephanie. Hello, everyone. And I'm just excited to be here. This started as a side hustle, basically to get me away from work back in May of 2020. And I saw you for the first time in February of 2021. And I would not know that Danielle Wicks, that's right there. I would not know her without you. So thank you so much. She is such a dream. We had live on Saturday and I brought in some SilverSilk to help out with the design. And this is just what I love. This is my love. And I've dabbled in other stuff. You've been a recipient of soaps and candles and fun stuff. And
I
I
have
just,
it here with me. In fact, I'm just gonna go and do this because this is like I just want it around me. I feel like it's Jenifer hugging me in a bottle. That's what this
that
is.
is, you notice I labeled it. It is the Nealay.
One of a kind, and it's got
hmm
silver silk. No, really, like bergamot and black tea, because I think you were
hmm
kind of shooting in the dark of like what flavors might he like. This hit the
Yep.
nail on the head. I was very impressed. And I love the
hmm
candles as well. You
hmm
guys, she like spoiled me. But then in return, I'm like trying to give you silver silk as much as possible.
Force. Force. I have a silver. I'm like your satellite warehouse over
You
here. I tell
are.
you.
I think you're that way for a lot of companies. I don't think I know someone that has as many supplies as you do. Just but your creativity is also boundless and cannot be contained either. Especially when you get the time and you get the like energy to focus and stuff,
Yeah.
you are nailing out some incredible designs. And
Ah,
so
thank you.
I personally can't think of a better representative for talking about Silver Silk and just putting the good vibes out there.
Well, thank
Real quick
you.
though, Eloise was asking what brews are we drinking, and I've got a kombucha on the go here.
Jennifer has tea because it's her lunch hour. It's
That's a
not 5
brew.
o'clock here.
That is a brew. You brewed some tea.
I
This all
did. You're
works.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's
boy.
kind of the term. That's the play on the word brew. It could mean an
Yeah.
adult beverage or like an English beverage.
Love it. Love it. While you're taking a sip, I see Vicky. My friend Vicky's here.
Hi, Vicky and Liz. Lori is a huge fan of Jenifer. Let's see if her comment
Love
will come on.
Lori. Yes.
Oh, there it is. You were so talented, which I
Ah, thank
also
you.
100% agree. And we've got Eloise iced tea here. I love it.
Yay.
Eve
Hi,
says
Eloise.
hi. Hi, Eve.
Eve.
And Rosalinda's here too.
Rosalinda.
Um, well, I didn't really have a plan for today. I know you got some stuff on your board.
Yeah.
Maybe we can start there, and I'm sure I'll have some questions along the way, and we'll just chit chat like we were doing earlier. I kind of want to know actually more about your day job because I don't think I know what you do.
I work with the financial and payroll system for a county office of education.
Oh my gosh. So you're
And
basically in spreadsheets and numbers all day.
oh, yeah, if I can. I mean, I just create them to be creating them. And when I overhear someone talking that they need some data or they need something, I just hop on in and just go, I am a data junkie. I really am. I love data. I love spreadsheets. Give me 30,000 rows of data and let's go.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, it's
This
so
makes
much
me love
fun.
you even more because that's like kind of I'm buried in spreadsheets too for the most part, but there's an entire department dedicated to like research numbers, data, and stuff.
Mhm.
And I find it all very fascinating. And they are as well deep into the spreadsheets and can do some real weird magic on Excel that I had no idea could even be possibly done.
Yes. Excel will do anything you ask it to do within reason. It has to be within reason, but I love pivot tables and just taking that 30,000 rows of data and just bundling it into just a small summary box of information, and it's incredible. And Vicki, that I pointed out, she is with a different county office of education, and she handles payroll and retirement, which I came from payroll and retirement and moved over into the actual system. So yeah, so that's how Vicki and I met, and we stumbled on. I think I was looking through. We were at a meeting, and we were looking through my phone, and I stumbled on a because I have 1,000, probably 4,000 photos of jewelry that I made. And she's like, "You make jewelry? What? You make jewelry? What?" And now here we are. She's back in the jewelry, baby.
That is incredible because I think I
Mhm.
met Lori through a whole different avenue. She
Oh,
eventually came.
Lori, yeah. Lori, I met, so Lori Stallman. So I was just talking about Vicki Lewick.
Oh,
Jennifer got
Vicky,
me
yes,
back
I'm
into beading.
sorry.
Yes.
Getting my names
Vicki got
mixed.
me, I got her back into beading. Yes. And with Lori, I met Lori through just going to lives and seeing her in the chats.
Ooh.
And, you're on that side. So you don't see all of us creating friendships on the side in your chat room.
Well, yeah, you
And
guys are, like, plotting stuff. All sorts of fun stuff. I'm gonna be involved in
yeah,
that too, but that's
mhm,
exciting,
it
and
is.
I think that's kind of the point of what we do, right?
Mhm,
It is we craft and then we share that joy with other people.
mhm,
We bring them to the dark side of jewelry making, and then, like, this becomes our little playground
mhm,
and
yeah,
self-expression.
yes. It is a form of, for me, it's a form to get me away from work, and that's why I started it, was because I was logging in, when I say May of 2020, you know what happened in March of 2020,
Mhm.
besides Little Miss Rain being born. That's when Little Miss Rain joined us.
Sure.
But it was a way for me to get away from working because I was logging in at 4 in the morning, staying on until midnight. Stuff still had to happen. And this really took me away from it. And then you introduced Kelly Sutton at Great Bead Extravaganza. And I'm like, where has he been all my life? Oh my gosh, Nealay is the bomb. And
Mhm.
at that time, Rain was almost a year old. And she was watching that live because Kelly did a shout out to her. Well, so she
Aw.
saw you too. And since a year old, Nealay, she's been your biggest fan.
I love Rain. She reminds me so much of my own niece, who I think is about the same age too. And they're a handful, but they are
Mhm.
so adorable, and their vocabulary blows my mind.
Blows me away. And when she comes in here into my workstation, she's like, "What can I make?" And I posted the pictures of her making. She made a bracelet using, it was either leather or pipe chain, and she had to crimp the end caps. She had to do everything, and it was like, "Oh my gosh, I have to post this. This is Neely's gonna love this.
I
If a 4-year-old can do this, you
yeah.
know." So
I know. I remember explaining the concept of crimping to my niece, and she just like she caught on very quickly. She loves
Mhm.
beading. I want her to do even more of it.
I love it. My phone, someone just called me.
Oh,
So
that's
I have
okay. We
oh, wait,
can
it's back
I'll let
on.
you
Is it back
adjust.
on?
It
I don't know
might
if it's back on.
be backwards, so you might have to flip the camera around,
Okay. Okay, let's
but
do
no
that.
big deal. I'm gonna flash some comments as we're doing this. Jennifer got me back into beading. Patty says you pivot tables, meaning via Excel
I
table.
love pivot tables. So I'm just
Oh, hi,
gonna leave
Leanne.
and go back in. I cannot believe this. Why are
That's
people
okay.
calling me?
No big deal. Um,
I saw Lori, you are too sweet. Oh my god.
He is such a sweetheart. Everyone here is so much fun, though. It's just a lovely little world to come back into. Well, I know that, so I did a smaller while we're sort of setting up here, I can talk about the pop-up shop a little bit because I did a
Mhm.
miniature one this particular month. I wasn't even gonna do one, to be honest, and then I was like, "Maybe I should put something together," and
Ooh,
I did. I was gonna save this theme, though, for February, and I did not end up doing that because
I'm
it's
glad you
really like
didn't.
pinks and blues and stuff and very
It's
soft and pastel, sort of.
I have
But
it all right here because I got my package.
I
I
know
ordered
you
one of
got,
each.
like you purchased, first of all, one of everything. Like,
Because I don't like missing out.
I clearly I'm like, "Girl, I could just send you some of this stuff too, right?" But you wanted one of everything.
I know,
That's
that's
why
why
I
I
said
said
I
I
Oh,
wanted.
wanted
mute you. Okay, we're good.
okay. I wanted to, I want the Jenifer button, which is the select all.
I know I need to put that as a recommended, like, shopper user experience
Mhm.
for the back end of the website. If I have a page of things that people
Yes.
buy regularly, how do I just say add all to cart?
I'd be
Oh,
the first one to do it. Okay, Lori says the pop-up shop has some oh, yes, you're
some real
absolutely right.
stunners. Most of it's, like, been sold out at this point, unfortunately. I didn't have a huge and I'm still filling orders on the back end. Didn't get to do any today because of the day job, but, after our
David.
video, I'm gonna go ahead and solo you here while we chit chat.
All right.
And yeah, like my goal today after we get off the phone here is
I feel like I'm
to
crooked.
get
There we
back
go.
to some of that order fulfillment.
Well, I will tell you, everything is absolutely incredible. I got I have some leather and I have leather here, the knitted leather in a
Mm,
couple different colors. And then I also have pipe chain in this gorgeous purple.
okay, so I only made this. People are going to be real angry about this. I only ended up making 15 of those, like in total quantity.
Oh no, I ordered two.
No,
I
that's
try to
okay.
only okay.
The
If
reason
anybody
for that
needs
is the production is so tedious for it because it has to go through the tinsel,
yes.
and the machine on that particular day was not having it. It, I swear, has a mind of its own, and it is bizarre.
So
Oh,
I had to get two of those because anything with Picasso or travertine, I have to
mm.
have.
And that one's special. It's got like more blue in it than I've ever seen.
Yes, it is so pretty. I hope it comes across
It does.
on there.
It's
Oh, look at the
insanely
sparkle.
sparkly too.
Oh, Nealay, can we order the tray that Jenifer has? Oh, do you want to talk about the tray?
Oh yeah. Do you want to hold it up closer to the camera?
Yes.
This came from Jules Avlar,
Okay,
and
let
I
me
believe if you go to the website silversilkonline.com and then check out the tab that says Jewel Loom, it'll send you to a link to Jules's store, and she actually creates custom looms and custom bead trays, and so we sort of partnered on this project together. But I'll find that link and I'll drop it into our chat here while we're talking about it. So give me just a few minutes.
Do you want to know what the coolest thing is? Do you see right here? So if anybody knows me, I lose needles like crazy. I lose them all. This has a little bit of a corner of a cork here. It's a needle holder.
Yeah, that was her idea, which I thought was genius.
Yeah, because I lose it. And so you'll see videos of mine where I just have a random needle stick in there. It's because I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, the bead mats are great for that, but I agree with you. I tend to like lose stuff on the table, and it's just nice to have it like in a spot where I know I can avoid my finger going and not have myself like pricked and, bleed all over my table.
Yeah, my table is crazy. Then I'm going to be using a lot of different beads from the pop-up shop.
Those, like, I saw those and I grabbed a bundle because they look like aquamarine and like the most clear kind that I've ever seen. And it's as cheap as glass. I mean, that was probably one of my most incredible finds. And you guys got an extra discount because the original price at retail was $6.
Oh, wow.
And that little tag that's on there.
Yes.
And
yes.
And then you guys got a discount on top of that if you're on the text list for those people that are on the texting list get like 20% off occasional coupons. But you got to be on the list.
Okay, this color, I don't think I'm going to get this color to come through. Maybe if I put it on white. Let's see if I can grab something white here. This color
it's like a warm navy. I don't know how to explain it. It's
so pretty.
Stunner.
So pretty. And you're so generous with your quantities.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have beads, right, to do stuff, and having a few here and there is just depending on what it is, it makes sense for some things, and other things you just got to have more of.
Okay, these are the cutest things ever. I've never seen them.
I think I love the color on them, but I haven't really. I don't know what to do with them. I mean, but I grabbed a bunch and sold them to you guys. But I'm excited to see what people create with them.
I love it. It's that kind of that cornflower blue. It's just super pretty with that green, and of course it has the travertine, which I love because
travertine.
Yeah, because this came up during the live with Danielle on the weekend too. Travertine and Picasso are the same, but it's different regions of the world. Some of them call them travertine, and another part calls it Picasso. And I can't remember already. Sorry, Danielle, if you're still there, I already forgot.
She can fill us in because I noticed that too with the two different terms, and I was like, "There's got to be a reason for that."
Okay, so I got 2 of these too. So if someone didn't get them, I'm so sorry.
No, I have a pretty good quantity of those. I think those are steadily selling pretty quickly. I don't have too many of those left, but I love that deep purple.
It's so pretty.
Again, it's one of those things that I've not seen before. And also, the original strand would have been $7, and I think you guys got it at $6. And then if you were on the text list, you either got 15 or 20% off, depending on. Like, I'm giving this stuff away.
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. There's so much. And then, so I have that little aquamarine. And then also too, you have these, what are those? Those are, I have them in here.
Those are the check buttons, and they have that sort of spiral pattern on them, and with a foil as well.
So pretty.
The color on that was just outstanding.
It is so pretty. Then I have some of these little doodads. Let's see if I can find the
metallic ice.
So pretty. Then, oh my goodness, those little, are they cathedral cut?
The cathedral cut, yeah. Those are the same as that round check button, like the color of the foil.
Oh my goodness, really? Oh, wow. What a difference. And then I have some of those. And then, oh, I love a good opaque. So pretty. So what I started to do, I actually started a project. And then I got my order too. And I ordered some seed beads, these size 8 silver line dusty blue seed beads. And again, I got 2 of these. Sorry if you guys couldn't get them. But I had to have them because I just had to have them. Danielle's turned me into like a seed bead person, big time. And so the project that I have sitting here doesn't really have anything to do with seed beads because I'll let Danielle do that on her show because she's going to join you too, isn't she?
Yes, tomorrow. We're going to beat it up.
Beat it. Oh gosh, I just came up with something, unless it probably has already been around, but Beat It, instead of Beat It by Michael Jackson, it's Beat It. Oh my goodness.
I think that's been around somewhere.
Okay.
Someone's got a store named Beat It.
So what I
don't know
was
if that was a reference or not.
it was to Beat It. I didn't know if there was a Beat It or not. I thought I just came up with something, but I've only been around like 3 minutes. So what I was going to do was just double up these two leather. I love the leather you use for these, for this knitted wire. Some of them are, that metallic, and the metallic just shimmers through. And I just love it. And then I only have a few of your findings, by the way. You know that, right?
By few, if you mean like an entire warehouse full of it, yeah.
So here we go here. Yeah, everybody loves this when I show off my.
I mean, I'm always in awe of all of that. It's insane.
So, and then I also have, what I love about your findings is that they're all the same tone. I get really weirded out. I don't know if anybody else does, when like a gold isn't the same tone of gold throughout. And I get kind of weirded out by that. But all of yours, I had to get a secondary thing here to fix because you added more. And so all of the gold, look at that. You can just see all of it is the same tone. All the silver, your dark rhodium. I loved these little end caps that you made.
Yeah, and it's got my knit pattern on it.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, my findings are, the more I've gotten to know my findings over the past 4 years when I acquired SilverSilk, the more I'm like, why would you use anything else? And I'm not saying that to be salesy. I'm just saying, like, between the 5 layers of plating, the communication I have with the factory, and the quality that they produce is completely unmatched, I think, in the industry. It should be higher than what I think I'm charging, but I also like I can't do that. I will not do that to you guys. Now, it depends on the future of our economy at this point, but I think I'm a huge fan of my findings, and I got to custom make several of them, including those caps for the ends of SilverSilk, hollow mesh, and the pipe chain.
They are absolutely incredible. And I love them. And they're high quality. And I think, didn't Kelly say that the plating on it, when it's 5, it's hypoallergenic too?
Yes, there was something. Oh gosh, now you're
trying to
go into the back of my brain, because there was something that was making it hypoallergenic, and I don't remember what that was, but I do remember her saying that.
Yeah, that was like the end of January, beginning of February, because it was what's the big bead show, the show down in Tucson, the Tucson Bead Show?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's just a Tucson show, but I feel like she was saying it during the live that all 3 of us were together.
Yes, she did.
Look at that video.
She was, and she saw all of my stuff here. She was pretty impressed. And when you can impress a bead shop owner with your own stash, that's
Kelly's no small name either. Like, she knows her way around big business things, and like, I think I would be as equally impressed as she was, just to see like how much you've got on the back end there.
It's pretty, it's a lot. I have enough to last me through my retirement and someone else's.
Should there be an apocalypse, like, you're going to be the crafty individual.
Yes, I will have the beads. What I'm doing is I'm wire wrapping. I love to wire wrap. I could wire wrap
Mm,
all day long. So
you're
I'm
really
just
good
wire
at it.
wrapping these individual beads,
Yeah.
and I am going to double up, and then I thought I might even triple up because, I have some triple strand in caps too, but I think I'm just going to do the double. And these are very awkward jump rings, so they work perfectly because they overlap quite a bit how they're cut. I don't know
Mm,
where I got them,
mhm.
but they're good. I love them, but they're awkwardly cut, so it makes them a little bit bigger than what they should be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I am just going to do a double strand, and I'm going to string these on, and then every once in a while put a large jump ring to bring the two strands together.
Ah.
And I did the Nealay trick with putting a seed bead on
Oh,
little
those
jump
jump
rings.
rings. Yeah, that's
Yes.
my favorite idea. Patty was asking earlier nickel free, and I can confirm it is nickel free, zinc free. What's another metal that's not in there? Cadmium free. The base of my findings is brass. Brass is a very tough, high quality metal, and the 5 layers of plating are applied to that particular metal on top, and that's what gives it that high quality feeling. It's not like pewter that's soft. It's like it's pretty robust. Anyway, I see where you're going with this design. I'm kind of excited about it.
I'm kind of excited too because I need a little more purple in my life, and that's why I'm really digging this pop-up shop because
I've been hearing that a lot lately too. I didn't do a whole lot of color this last quarter. I just did like rustic materials and things that I thought were fun. But I think next year, and especially when I go back to Tucson, I'm going to be doing the opposite and looking for more unique colors. I have a palette in mind or several, and I'm
Mhm.
also getting my themes for the next round of Tucson boxes kind of worked out ahead of time. That way I kind of know and have a targeted like structure for what to shop for. With of course a little bit of room for spontaneity and also finding things that I like because there are folks that also enjoy what I procure based on my own tastes. And then there's just stuff that looks high quality, very colorful, and I'm like, okay, this is what everyone needs in their lives to
Mhm.
sparkly.
Well, and that's what we count on you for. We count on you to bring us the colors that,
Hmm.
maybe I don't know if I would have thought of this type thing. And you're bringing it to us. You're putting it in a pop-up shop
Mhm.
with other items, with your wire knitted chain. You're taking a lot of the guesswork out, plus your tutorials. Oh my goodness.
Thank
The
you.
pieces you come up with. And the thing is with your pop-up shop, what I like about it is now I can make exactly what you're demonstrating.
Mm.
I'm one of those customers that after watching a demo, I would be like, "Where'd you get that bead from? Where'd you get that bead from?" And you're
Yeah.
probably like, "I am so tired of this Jenifer Miller asking me about where my beads are. So I'm just gonna like have beads now."
Well, that's never the case, luckily. I enjoy those questions because it gives me a, like, purpose, right? So I
Mhm.
can figure out, not only am I gonna use the beads that I do, but how do people get around not having the same exact material sometimes?
Yes.
But this is something because, like, Danielle's been working as the content creator for SilverSilk for a little bit of time now, and so we're in the back scenes of like thinking about projects and she's sort of the mastermind of coming up with these ideas lately and we talk through like materials, how versatile is it, can it be done with many different ways and things, and I think that's sort of the thing that I've been thriving for lately is just like that level of thinking of let's do a tutorial but let's make sure we're inclusive about you know, making it something that someone 10 years down the road can look at, feel a little bit of entertainment from, and learn something that they can apply to their own stash 10 years later, you know?
Well, I like that because I've gone back to some of your first videos, like with Jesse James Beads,
Mm.
and just they're just incredible. And I can just have a Nealay playlist and I could just watch it all the time.
I bet Rain would enjoy that. She might
Yes,
get tired
you
of
would.
it and then be like, "I need to, like, do something else and not watch this guy anymore."
Well, you know, that one picture I sent to you,
Yes,
we were
incredible.
watching, we were, I had one of your tutorials up on the big screen, and she was sitting there, and she was a little bit younger, but she was, "Hi, Nealay, hi, Nealay." And I'm like, "Oh, Rain, he
Aw.
doesn't see you. He doesn't see you." And she didn't understand it. And I said, "Well, let's just take a picture and send it to him." And it just so happened when I did the selfie, you happened to like have your hand up. And so it looked like you were part of the picture.
I
And
love
that was so much fun. I loved it.
real quick, guys that are chatting with us, can you guys drop a comment and let me know what colors I should shop for in Tucson? I look at these after the show too, by the way. So if folks that are tuning in post us being live, like, let us know.
Okay, so now that I have my two colors here, so what I thought of doing is
Hmm.
this kind of, I thought of having it be a triple strand.
Oh,
Isn't
nice.
that pretty?
Yes, I love that. Especially with
So,
like the pinks and blues that we're using, or
yeah.
actually are like mint almost. But yeah, this is gonna be
So
stellar.
I have a little more, so I'll probably be able to do that
Oh
too.
my gosh.
So
You are out of control, friend.
I'm out of control, but in a good way, in a good way. So I'm just going to set these up. And then I have these larger jump rings. So what I was going to do was just thread on like one, and then thread on another one like this. So it's just going to kind of be like a little bit of a random ish. And
Mm.
they all fit on there, but some of them just need a little more smudging than the other. And then putting on the large one on both of them in between.
Ah,
So
cool.
it'll dangle kind of, you can spin it around here. So I was trying this last night or the night before. I had Little Miss Rain, so we were working on it. So
Aw.
when you do that, you end up having
Oh
the
my gosh.
dangle, and then you have this little guy in the middle. And so I'm just going to do that throughout. Isn't that just kind of cute?
That is an incredible idea. And I love how it keeps the wires kind of stacked next to each other, in fact, too.
Yes.
And it doesn't hide the
Yes.
colors. Like, this project has everything going for it.
I thought I want to have it be, like multi-strand, but I
Mhm.
didn't want the strands to kind of get away from each other. And
Yeah,
so here we
and
go.
you get a
And I'm
little
just
movement with the beat.
randomly, yeah. So I'm just like a little bit of randomness here. This one has two jump rings on it. I mean, two seed beads. Like I said, I think I told you earlier, I didn't want to dive into the seed beads because that's Danielle's. And oh my goodness,
Seed beads belong to
goodness,
everyone, and I
goodness,
think she would be
queen.
elated that you were, mentioning her name with seed beads and also just using seed beads because we don't want that to be a dying art.
No, and using them as spacers, I really like using them as
Mm.
spacers too. And it's one of those hidden things that I did not know about. Okay, so now I'm just kind of spacing things out to see how I'm probably going to have, because I have six for each side. Six for each
Ooh.
side, and I want them to be a little spaced. I think I have six for each side. I'm pretty sure I have 6 for each side. Let's go like
And it's
that.
okay to be a little off because it's, I mean, if you're that close to the bracelet to where you're counting each thing, I think you're a little too close to the bracelet.
That's
But
right.
you know, it's going to lend itself well to asymmetry anyways, just because you're using such random mixes of beads and stuff. So in that way, the
And
project is a little forgiving as far as materials and stuff goes.
well, I appreciate that because I just grabbed whatever I could and I just grabbed 6 of each. Well, actually, yeah, 6, no, 2 of each. 2 of each. I had 6 beads that I'm working with. And then, yeah, oh, this is going to put that together so nicely. Oh, I feel like
It is amazing.
yep, it's right there. And then it'll hold it together. It's not too much. I gotta make sure I've got the right count on each side. Yes, I need to do this one. Oh, I feel like I'm missing one.
Well, while you're doing that, let me see if
Yes.
I can bring on my other camera and I could show you guys a little quick project that I came up with. That's part of my pop-up shop's picture gallery. Here we go. I'm gonna solo myself out. Okay. This is
Oh.
one of my settings went away, so I can't get super up close because it'll go fuzzy. But this is where I use those buttons. And oh, you know what I can do though? It's gonna get a little fancy here.
Woohoo.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, and now I can show it off real close. And then I used some rondelles, which by the way, these rondelles were left over from a project, and so I just threw those into the pop-up shop. They kind of matched the color theme. And I have been on this kick with this sort of a clasp lately where I just have like my camera go away.
Oh, is someone calling you?
Oh gosh, I hope not. I can only take so many spam calls in one day.
No, me too.
Let's see if
I
I can.
do love that clasp closure using. I want to do that. I want to do that for a necklace too, a front.
Yes.
A front
I think for a
chain.
front one especially, it would look really like I think that'd look really cool. Okay, and we're back. So it's like I don't know what's going on. But here we are. And then
So pretty.
you just stick a little button through. You can just, you know, crimp this all the way around. So anyways, with these sorts of projects, oh, and then I've got this one too that I can show off. And I don't have, I guess I can get it. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. One of the cords would look stellar with it. I've been on this check pendant kick lately too from the previous pop-up shop. And I was like, I have all these size 8 millimeter check beads. Might as well use them with something. So
pretty. I love when you do that.
Super fun. So the tutorial is posted onto YouTube for this particular pendant. No, it's not. I'm lying to you. Let me take that. All right. So what happened is that I did this project, right? And then I said, Danielle, can you help me? And so she came up with a beautiful iteration that is going to be in the next couple of weeks posted to YouTube. So she worked her magic and did an amazing color arrangement and got the technique and stuff all photographed and written out in instructions. And so we've got a whole setup going. So
that's
on
awesome.
YouTube at some point.
Beautiful.
Hmm.
That's beautiful. I love it.
So I am going to solo back over to you, friend.
Nice. Right when I'm crimping. When I crimp.
No pressure.
No pressure. Oh, I love these findings.
Well,
So
you make
pretty.
them gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at that.
So now I just need, so you can smudge it around and I just need to measure it out here.
So is this a necklace or a bracelet?
It's gonna be a bracelet.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, so let's go here. And I want it to have a little bit of dangle, right? A little bit of,
Well, I don't know what a design would be without one.
that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna go about right here. Oh, I have plenty to do, a triple strand. I'm so excited.
Yay! That's gonna look stellar as a triple strand too. It's like triple the fun.
Triple the fun.
Mm.
So now let's go ahead and get this. And then after I get this last one on, then I can play around with the dangles on the bracelet. Now I didn't want the side. I didn't want the side, like these side dangles, to be on too big of a jump ring because I didn't want it to slide too much. But some of them do. Let me grab my flat nose, dipped in Tool Magic. Thank you, Nealay Patel.
Well, that would be thanks to Softflex Company since they mentioned it earlier for making sure that stuff doesn't scratch, although they don't carry it anymore. So you guys can probably grab that from a big box store, I'm sure, or just Google Tool Magic online and find some. That stuff goes a long way. I will say that it's been a lifesaver.
I've had mine for a long time, and I still am on that same
Yeah. If it's like
original
closed
bottle.
and stored properly, like it'll keep its lifespan for a very long time.
Yeah. And then I'm using your lobster clasps, and I have
Yay.
my SS going in the same direction.
Nice. I love that. That
We
is
pay attention,
attention.
Nealay. We pay attention to you.
But you're not like the average designer, Jennifer. You have turned into an influencer within a year
Oh,
and do incredible work for a lot of different companies. Like people are or would be envious to have, I think, the setup that you've created for yourself just because of your talent.
aw, thank you. Well, there's a lot that I wouldn't be involved in if it weren't for you. And I mean, I wouldn't know you without Kelly at
Mm,
all. But then yet I wouldn't know Danielle without you.
mm.
And then I wouldn't know, I mean, a lot. There's a lot that I wouldn't know without JJB. I wouldn't know JJB.
Well, I
Okay, so
think
now,
the industry would be severely sad without you in it. So I'm so delighted that like I could help guide you to the dark side of beading.
oh my gosh, you're too sweet. You're too sweet. Oh, I got one tangled. Oh, there we go. Okay. So here we
Oh
go.
my god, it's like a bangle bracelet almost. So the
Yes.
structure of the knitted leather chain kind of keeps nice and stiff and round, and then you've got all
Mm-hmm.
these little
Yes.
dangles.
Oh my goodness.
I
I absolutely love this.
Me
Not just
too.
because I made it, but I will.
You can say that. It's fine. I have my moments too where I'm like, "Oh my god, did I just make that?" And then some stuff I'm like, "Why did I make that?"
Oh my goodness. I love it. And I had actually planned on using, I was going to take this button and just add another. That's why I had some cross wire
Oh,
out. I was just going to add it to the end here.
yes.
And I might do that still because it's only, I mean, it would probably be about an inch or so, but
Mhm.
still, I might do that maybe with my triple strand. Yes.
Ooh, yes.
So I'll do something a little different with my triple strand, but oh my goodness, I love this. You know who's going to want one of these? Little Miss Rain.
I was just gonna say, I think Rain will. Does she have a collection of things now? Like, how often do you guys do beading together?
Okay, so we do be together quite often, and she has, I want to say she probably has a good maybe 4 or 5 just silver silk with JJB beads. Then she started in on your pop-up shop. And so now we have all these other beads. And she's like, Grandma, did you get new beads? She notices right when she walks in, did you get new beads? Like,
I'm
yes.
surprised she can tell with the amount of beads you have all around you.
Yeah. Because I try to keep, I mean, this little area here is like the cleanest part. And I was telling Danielle and Carol, because Carol was on the live too, that I was cleaning. I was trying to clean my workstation. I found so many unfinished projects. And here's one of them. You're going to laugh at this one. Let me grab it because I have it right here. Here is a triple strand.
Ooh, yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
here I had a triple strand.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had some JJB, some of that rhinestone crystal, and this is in like a rose gold. But to me, what's the difference between rose gold and copper, like shiny copper? It almost looks
I think it's like
exactly the same.
terminology. Yeah, it's very similar.
And then I had this random melon bead to go with it.
Oh my gosh. I'll
So
flip around to your solo cam so we can see it. Yeah.
I have this project that I found. I found it in like this handmade little box.
Oh my gosh.
Because yeah, I look at my little handmade box. Isn't that kind of funny?
You have a handmade box. I mean, this looks like something that you got like takeout in, and then you're like, maybe I could just put my leftover project.
I don't know what I was doing. And then how frugal am I that I'm like, you know what? I could probably do something with this size.
I mean, if it has that head pin part of the head on it, then absolutely keep it.
Yeah, because I feel like, oh, you know, I could probably make a small. Look
Oh
at
my
that.
gosh, yes. You could absolutely do a little loop on that.
So I get cheap with stuff like that. But so I found that little area, I mean that little box, handmade box, and then I have this triple strand, and this was like a copper, and I think it's antique bronze ball chain. It looks like it.
Antique. Wait,
It
it
looks like
might be
antique.
antique copper.
Is it
But it's
antique copper? Okay.
yeah.
And so I thought, oh, well, I'll do something with this. I didn't know if I was going to just add that and then add a bead and try to find maybe something else. But I don't know what I was thinking. But I found an unfinished project and more head pins, which I was excited about.
I mean, that's enough to be excited, in my opinion. I like your idea of having like another strand with the rhinestone and some beads on it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
So I just, and I don't know. This is like its own, it's like a lone melon bead.
maybe you find some
And
more like loner beads, and then it becomes like all different.
that would be cool. Oh, you know what I have? I
Jenifer,
think
what do
I
you
already
not
put them
have?
away. I have it from your pop-up shop last month or the month before. I have, look at this.
Oh, right. I love those little pinch beads.
Oh my goodness.
That
Okay, I
might
saw
be almost a
someone.
better fit for
Terry, it's not cheap, it's resourceful.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you, Terry. I love that. Recycling.
That leftover box is too funny.
I feel like I might have been trying to make like a soapbox. Like I was trying to get
Oh,
a prototype for a soapbox. I'm feeling
yeah.
like because this looks like maybe it might have been a prototype. I don't know.
Oh, because then you'd put like the stuffing in it, and then you'd kind
Yeah,
of
I'd put the stuffing and then tie it up with a bow.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah. So, but it worked out really well. But yeah, I looked at that and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm so cheap. Look at that. But it works out. It's gonna work. So yes, I actually like those. That is pretty. And then what else do I have? Did you did see what I made the other day? Yeah. I think yes, I did.
The seed bead pendant with the flat
Yes.
mesh. In
Yes.
fact, I think Dale was mentioning flat mesh.
Let's see here. Here we go.
Oh my God. You know, seed bead weaving is a love language that I think it resonates with me, but the fact that you made this into like a chic pendant is just like the extra on top that is just wow.
Mhm.
And I love this, I don't know, is it like an Art Deco design or abstract? But I'm loving it. It's so chic.
I love it. So this section was Danielle. These little arches with the
Mm,
seed bead pattern. That was all Danielle. And so I thought she'd already made earrings. And so I thought, oh, well, I'll just make a pendant. And I said, I'm going to bring in some silver silk. And so I did the flat mesh with the flat mesh end capped and
mm,
then over the head. So I
mhm.
have these chunky beads.
Yep. Yep.
Then I had to make a matching pair. And so I just cut out like a couple of the rows. Are they rows or columns? Ugh, I don't know. The
Um,
rows or columns, I can't remember.
columns
But
go up and down, and rows go from side to side.
so then I cut out a couple of rows just to make it a little bit smaller. And I did the same exact thing. And so then I put ear wires on them.
Oh, yeah, it makes it a little like squattier and not as
Yeah.
long.
Yes.
Yeah,
So now
that's
I
really
have a
cool.
little set.
I
And
still
that was
have
all.
those, so 'cause those squares look like Red Creek Jasper to me, right? And I don't think they photographed very well on my website, but I think they look
Oh,
great in real life.
okay, so I will tell you, these are 12 by 8 full travertine rectangle check fire polished beads. Let me put them on white. They are stunning. Oh, no, I can't get the color to go very well either. But they are just stunning. I love them. I love these colors. I love the browns with the blue. There's like blue in it and a little bit of green, some burgundy. They're just absolutely stunning. I love this colorway.
Yeah, I was a sucker for those, because they had all the different, and I think the pinch beads are similar. They're like a different polish or like a different gloss almost, but kind of the same, like, rustic tones. I think they're just absolutely stunning.
And then these.
Oh,
Oh
yeah, I
my
couldn't keep those fast enough in my, or I couldn't keep them in stock for too long.
mm-mm.
And then
And
they'll run off of shelf.
yeah, and I think I only got one batch of them.
Yeah, they were
Maybe
gone.
two. I don't know, maybe two. Because there's 13 pieces. I might have gotten two. Maybe I got two. But this
Mm,
is the teak wood bicone. Oh my goodness. And that blue and just stunning. You have such an eye for the beads, I will tell you. And I cannot, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do this
I love
here
that. Yeah, I
and
think
bring
that
that
would
in.
be stunning.
And then I'm gonna keep it out so that I don't push it away and forget about it. Oh,
You'll just make another box for
I'll
it.
just make another box for it. I know, isn't that funny? My friend made me a garbage box. So check this out.
Oh my gosh, it's got, like, proper ends and or the little, I don't know what,
Yeah.
legs.
Yes,
That is so cool.
it is profesh, right?
I
But what
love
I
that.
did was I put my seed beads in it because it fit perfectly.
Yeah, it's too nice to be a little bin or a garbage
I
box.
know, I know. So she made me another one, and I said, "Well, then I guess I have to have more seed beads." So I said, "I can't
That's
use this as
the thinking that's right on point. That's very Jenifer, let's just put it that way.
So yeah, this is fun.
Oh, well,
I
I'm
didn't
impressed with everything that you do.
Thank you. I learned from you. I learned from everybody. I've learned from
Everybody.
so many people, and I'm so grateful for that. And I'll go back and watch all the comments later to read them up because if I miss someone, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna scroll through some of these just to make sure I didn't miss anything, but, the tool magic tip, I think, is
Mm,
the
mhm, mhm,
best thing
and it
ever. It keeps it from slipping, which is
mhm,
one thing, so you can grip the finding because the findings have a very smooth finish to them. And then
yeah, it's very
also, it won't scratch as you can really, like, chomp down on the pliers over the crimp, and the tool magic will prevent it from getting any marks and nicks on it. But, where can people find you I know most people in the bead world at this point must know who you are because you are
Aw,
a rising star.
Thank you. I have a YouTube channel and I apologize. I have not put any new content out for a very long time. And
I think
I've,
you're
I've done
lying
some
though,
lives.
because you have all the live videos that you've been doing lately.
Yeah. But I do have Bella Rain Jewelry Company, and so I have a YouTube channel, and I try to put out content. But I told Nealay this too. We've had seven, no, 5 deaths in the family since December, and they've been close family members, and so it's been a very trying last almost year. And then a couple of them have been sick for several years. And so we've had a lot going on. And then, so I just been trying to get onto some lives. And so that's why I invited
Happy
myself
holidays.
for Danielle. I invite myself for you. I do a lot for Jesse James Beads. I was a magical mystery bead box designer again for October. And so that keeps me busy. So I'm also on Instagram. I'm more on Instagram than Facebook. I'm not really on Facebook unless I see something, I get an email and I click and go to it. Or if someone says, you should go post that on the Silkies Facebook page. And it's like, oh, okay. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you. Yeah. The last one was my grandmother, my 96-year-old grandmother
Oh wow.
on October 25th. So, but yeah. So, I got to get back into it. I got to start putting out some regular content.
You also have a
I,
day job, so I don't know
yeah, I
how
also
to
have
do
a day
it.
job that's pretty demanding. And, but I need to do that. And what I did was there's a couple of companies that I was influencers for. And I backed out of those and just kept that core, the core people that I have been in that got me into this. So like the SilverSilk, the JJB, the Danielle, the Softflex, so you'll see me put out more Softflex content, more SilverSilk content. So this will allow me to focus on that core group of companies that I started with that I want to hold near and dear to me.
Oh, well, we love you. You're like I
That's
was telling
right.
you this before, and I think during the show too, but I'm impressed because there are people that create jewelry and then there are exceptional designers that create for fashion. And the way that I've seen your designs over time evolve, grow, and I say over time, but it's been only a couple of years. I'm so impressed that you have taken it to like that fashion level of like nice stuff to wear,
Mhm.
and you make SilverSilk and the other companies that you work with look amazing. And so
Thank you.
we love being in this little world together with you,
Mhm,
and you inspire us as much as you are inspired from our companies and
mhm.
the products that we put out. So thank you for making yourself available to be with us.
Thank
um,
you.
and guys, for those of you that are watching over on YouTube, and if you aren't there yet, you might want to pop in and check out the video description. I've posted all of Jennifer's links in there.
Yay.
And you can, I guess people can't find your soaps online. Like that's just
No.
right.
Yeah, no. So I've had a few people reach out, and so you can just email me too. I've slowly been photographing them because, and I've been making little gift baskets, but then they fly off before I can. I mean, I don't even know if I could get them posted on a website, but that is because they fly off the shelf, and I just finished a winter collection. Oh.
Well, before it sells, can you at least just take some Instagram photos? Because I think I die for the packaging. It's beautifully packaged, and
Thank you.
the themes and delicious flavors that you come up with, because they're either fruit based or something
Uh-huh.
unexpected. They're just phenomenal, and I've
Thank
got
you.
my one of a kind
The Nealay.
silver silk.
Mhm.
Oh, silver silk has never smelled better. I can tell you that. Well, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. And I got to catch up with my buddy here, Jenifer. Tomorrow, I'll be on with another buddy, Miss Danielle Wicks, who is our content creator at SilverSilk. Same time, same place. Join us for an hour of shenanigans, and we'll see you guys next time. Any
Bye.
final words? Right.